Hello, Leo, and welcome to your August 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here, along with my dear friend, Miss Lucy.
Hello.
First off, we'd like to thank you so much for all of your support that you showed us this last month with your likes, your subscribes, with your comments, and the emails that we received. We're just overwhelmed with all of the support. Thank you so much. And we hope that what we're doing is really helping you. That being said, happy birthday to those of you that are born this month. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Now, what Lucy and I do, as I've told you before, Lucy does a read, I do a read, then we do a combined one together. Then we usually pull out an oracle card or two or three, depending on what we need. You guys got two this month. And then we use cards that we used from your year-long read for the whole month. So we're going to start with Lucy's read and the card that she pulled for the month, which is
Judgment. Now, Judgment is about new beginnings and decisions. It says you're being called. So you need to face this with courage and action. You're being called to compare your old life with a new life that is looming. The promise of the new life is more fulfilling. And the caution here is don't let your fear of change hold you back. So you need to listen to the music of your own heart. Okay? Then we move into the Chariot. Now the Chariot is usually a card of victory. It's high energy. It's success from effort, from your own effort. So it takes a strong character. It could indicate that you are going to go on a journey, but it is progression and it is movement forward. Okay, so you will need to focus your will and your self-control to overcome any obstacles that will be in your way along this journey. Celebrate your accomplishments and remember that you can achieve more than you think you can. Now the caution here is don't lose your focus. Keep your mind on your goal. Strive towards that. Okay? And then we have the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords is, of course, swords are the intellect. So it's a mature person, authority figure, male or female, assertive. It could be government, it could be in legal matters too. So the message here is to use your intellect to the well-being or for the well-being of yourself and those around you, and benefit yourself, of course. That shows in his garments and stuff like that there. The caution here is to not just be known for your intellect and your intellectual achievements that, of course, you've made. Seek a bit of balance in your self-image and the image that you portray to others. A little bit of a heart, to put it bluntly, is called for here. Not so aloof and standoffish. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. This indicates that you know all that you want to know right now. You've learned what you want to learn. You've invested what you want to invest. And you should see that you've reaped the rewards of all of this. So the message here is to share your abundance. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to give it half of it away or even a third. You could do an endowment, you could do a shelter, you could go to a daycare, supply some of the things that they need, okay? You have that within you, or you could use your skills, which is another resource, to help in these areas, to help at a daycare, to help at a shelter, to help write the paperwork for an endowment, okay? That kind of thing. Give back. And don't keep something that you will never use again. Okay? Give it away. Take it as a tax credit, you know, what the heck. And the Six of Cups, of course, cups are about emotions. And the Six of Cups is about reminiscing. It's about apology and reconciliation, past associations, or the return of someone from your past to your life. Now, the indication here is that, okay, they could be good memories. They could be not so good, depending on how your past, it was shaped. Not just by your decisions, but other people's. As you see the children there. So, when we are children, we don't make decisions about our lives. We rely on our parents or our family to make those decisions. So perhaps some of them were not so good, so perhaps some of your memories are not so good. The message here is not to let the good ones or even the bad ones control the way you live your life now. Let go of the past. Let go of those recriminations. Forgive when it's needed. Forget whatever it takes for you to be able to live your life in a balanced and harmonious way. Okay, and then we have the Tower. Now the Tower is, of course, it's about destruction, dramatic change, loss, ruin. It's also about a new start. It is an opportunity to start over again. Now the indication here is that something unforeseen by you is going to shake the very foundations of your life, your world today. And it is how you internalize this that is going to help you decide what comes next. Because something has to come next. You're not going to give up. You're not going to let the pain of this derail you, stop you permanently from moving forward. So it behooves you to listen to the caution of this card and not let fear or the fear of pain stop you from moving forward in your life. Rebuild the foundations. Rebuild your life on what is the now of the situation, what you know now, okay?
And not the past from the Six of Cups, because I think the past has a big hand in this one this time.
I do too. I truly do. I believe that judgment is calling you, and it's all going to end. And you having to reshape, someone is going to have to reshape their life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's not that you don't have the personality or the authority to do this. You need to draw on the power of your success.
And who you are inside.
Yes, and who you are inside and you have a good life. You've worked hard for what you have, but you do have a good life. Mm-hmm. You have the skills and the resources to deal with what is coming next. That's why move forward over the obstacles, through the obstacles that are ahead of you. And one of those obstacles is the Tower. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
But sometimes you have to have that of our things that may be false that we've believed in all this time, that it has to be taken away so that you can start anew and move forward.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay.
Does it make it any less hard to do?
And this is a heavy read, Leo, which is, you guys been socked lately in the last year. I know it's been really kind of rough, and here we are coming up on August, and it's coming up again.
Yeah.
But this has to happen in order for you guys to be able to move forward in your life, and it's
the movement is there. The energy is there to do this. The impetus is there to do this. This is the Chariot. You're moving towards your goals. These are the things that your moving towards your goals, moving towards them. And you do have a lot in your life to celebrate. You really do. The Chariot shows this. The King actually shows this. The Ten of Pentacles shows this. Even the Six of Cups shows it. Because not all of our childhood memories are bad. Not all of them are good. Nothing is perfect.
No.
But movement is what is called for this month.
Okay. All right. So now to come to my read. And it's equally as heavy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then the next one is our combined read that we'll do. And remember, guys, this is a general read. If it doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and look at your rising, your sun or your moon sign too, and kind of see if that maybe kind of fits with you. But for some of you, I know this is really going to fit. So the card I drew for you for the month is the Ten of Swords. Now, it talks about there being some disruption and some dark times ahead of you for this month, and you're feeling overwhelmed and feeling like everything's stabbing you in the back. So the first card that I pulled for you for the month is the Nine of Swords. Now the Nine of Swords talks about allowing the what ifs and that being kept awake at night and just all these worries that you've got going on in your head that are just, if you see, she's like overwhelmed and she's sad and she's under the illusions and different stuff too. And for some of you, it will be illusions. It's things that your mind is just perseverating on and going and going and going. And it's like you can't stop this cycle.
Shut it down.
But you need to. You need to try and shut it down. And that's where the King of Swords fits in. Now, Leo, you guys have been through a lot. And just like the King of Swords, he's seen many battles. But the thing is that he rights the injustice and he knows how to use this sword. He's a powerful figure. And you need to use him to cut through all these worries and stuff in your mind. Allow that sword to just get through of it, because he's a genius. He's got a lot of expertise. He's knows how to fix this. And for some of you, it's, I keep seeing the hawk. You need to rise above the situation and really look at it for what it is, instead of allowing these worries to overwhelm you. And the next card I pulled, which I thought was kind of interesting, because this read that I have has no wands and no cups. So usually it means it's not about an emotional stuff. And with it being swords, it's a lot of the time it's about your thought process. But for some of you, this thought process is due to relationships, and it's due to the heartache that you felt. And in fact, there's somebody that's in a three-way type of a triangle, love triangle, and it's tearing you apart because you know that what's going on around you and you don't like it, but you kind of have closed yourself off and gone into the fetal position instead of dealing with it. And for you, you're going to have to start dealing with that. But the Three of Swords is talking about heartache. It's about feeling sorrow for things not going the way that you expected them to go or the way that you wanted them to go. And it's just that overwhelming kind of despair that's coming your way. But the neat thing that comes next is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is, he's got a lot of energy behind him. If you see, his horse is pretty relaxed. They're kind of just taking a stroll. He's not really dressed that much for battle. But what you need to do is you need to move carefully in this, because you need to be able to move in a way to understand the whole situation. So that's part of where you're going to use the King of Swords and flying above the situation. But for this, the Knight of Pentacles is knowing your resources and moving with caution and careful and establishing trust and security. Because the next card that I got is the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is about going on a journey. And for some of you, it'll be like a fresh start for you. It's like you're trying to move away from the burdens of the past and going into a fresh start. That being said, the caution to this is, instead of going for that fresh start, you're running away from the situation. And you cannot run away from this. It's something that you're going to have to really face up to. So it's almost like I see two different paths for somebody, for different people, because again, this is a general read and we're pulling in different energies. But I think for some of you, this will give you an opportunity to travel and go out on a fresh start. But I think for some of you, you're running away from your situation, and you cannot do that because it's coming after you.
Must face it with grace.
Right. So you need to really utilize your resources because you have them here. They're being presented to you. You need to move carefully and cautious with the Knight of Pentacles. He talks about that. You need to go ahead and pick up your sword, cut through the crap, use the resources that you have and the battles that you've already been through, and go ahead and build on that, and go look at the whole situation from overhead. All right, so that was a kind of heavy read, and we're going to do the combined read next. Okay, I stuck in the picture because I want you to see the whole complete picture of the two reads together. So now we're going to go over it. For the month, we have Judgment and the Ten of Swords. Now, like Lucy said, judgment is a calling that you've got going on in your life. And for some of you, you may feel heavy and overburdened with this particular calling, but it's going to bring about some good changes in your life. So don't let this weigh you down like this. Realize that it's something that you need to go through this month, and just move forward. Don't become overwhelmed.
No, don't let it overwhelm you, because this is your life. Okay. Chariot.
And the Nine of Swords. Chariot is about listening to your intuition, but the Nine of Swords is where you listen too much. Not your intuition, but you're listening to your worries.
Yeah.
So I really feel that for you, you need to let the Chariot drive and listen to your intuition, not to your worries. Don't be under the illusion of all these things that are going on in your head. I just keep seeing like a merry-go-round with the horses, the Chariot, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I keep seeing that with this, and how you're allowing yourself to be drug around by your worries instead of your own intuition and what you know you need to be doing. So this is really a caution for you. Listen to your intuition. Don't listen to your worries. And if you don't know what the two of them are, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, write them down and then really look at them and say, this is silly or this is not, or
I'm
whatever.
being silly.
Yeah.
This is just foolishness. Get over it.
Because it's so easy to do that. Trust me, we all do that.
Yeah, we do.
Now, when Lucy and I pull the exact same card, there's usually a reason. And the fact that it fell in the exact same place. Yeah. The King of Swords. And like Lucy talked about with her King of Swords and mine, I really think that for you guys, you need to embody that. It's almost like a double punch. You need to embody the King of Swords this month for you guys to get through all of this. Yeah. You need to realize you've been through these battles before. You need to take up the sword and you need to fight for yourself instead of rolling over and running away.
Yeah.
And look at the situation from above and realize that you can be the one in control of your thought process. It doesn't control you. You control it. Okay? Ten of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. Ten of Pentacles, of course, is about having the resources, having everything that you need. Three of Swords is about the heartache and things not going the way that you want them to go. And I really think, again, that there's something going on with somebody's household where you're feeling overwhelmed and things are maybe not going the way that you expected them to go. But really, you need to focus on the good things that you have. Look at this little mouse. He's smiling. And the little turtle. You know, you have so many good things around you. You need to focus on that, not the things that you've lost.
If your plans are not going the way you want them to, so what? Reevaluate.
Right.
Change your plans. Be flexible.
Because this is an end of a cycle.
You have the resources. You have the skill.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Let go of this suffering and wallowing in it. I'm sorry, but let it go.
Right. Yeah, wallowing is a good word.
Moving forward is what this month is about. You cannot get away from it. Moving forward is what this month is about.
Mm-hmm. So, the Six of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. The Six of Cups, of course, is about nostalgia from your past, the different things. And I keep seeing this little cat right here. I noticed that before when you were telling your part, but that little cat looking out there. And then the Knight of Pentacles is about caution and carefulness, moving forward, just with your finances. So you need to not let the things in your past hold you back to where you're not moving forward with your future plans.
Yeah. Memories can be beautiful, wonderful things. They can also sometimes be nightmares.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So be like the cat. Don't care. Move forward. Do what you need to do, and don't
be
care
like
what
that
other people
cat
say.
in that night. Be a little stealthy, okay?
Yeah, just
sneak through
it.
Past it. You're on the hunt. Your future awaits.
You know, we talked about the fact of not running away and then the tower. And Lucy's right. This is a change that's going to happen. The fact that it's in your combined read too, there's a change that's going to happen. And you need to not run away from it. You need to face it forward. Now, for some of you, like I said, this change is going to bring about a fresh start and an opportunity to travel. It'll open up your world in ways you've never seen. But that being said, you can also turn it around and run away from it. And if you run, it's going to come after you. It's almost like I see this here, and then I see it. If you run, it's still going to be there.
Because you're still there.
Because you're still there. It's a pattern you're going to keep repeating. You need to go ahead and do this. So, Leo, be strong. Be that lion that you are. There's a reason for it. You draw upon that inner strength. You guys are one of the strongest signs out there. Remember that. Don't let things overwhelm you. Because your skills, and it was so funny because I really think that this was a hope card. Because we've never really drawn the wizard for anybody before.
Not really.
This talks about using your skills to aid others. I really feel that you going through this is going to turn around and help other people. And isn't that what we're about? We're not just about ourselves. We're about the people that are around us.
Not supposed to be. But this is kind of a heavy read. So start with yourself if you have to.
Right. But the neat thing about this is this will give you an opportunity.
And then move on.
Yeah, and this will give you an opportunity to say, hey, I've been there. Hey, I know what you're going through. This is what I did to get through it. And you're going to become victorious at the end. Okay, so look at that and realize that one day you're going to be the wizard helping other people. In the meantime, Lucy pulled this one. It's called Coming Apart, and I'm going to have her read it to you.
Now's the time to take separate paths. The coming apart card is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? Perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, disillusion, disposition, dispersion, sorry about that, are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you will pay will not be worth the prize. Separation brings good fortune.
So even the cosmos are telling you that this change is necessary and that it's going to bring about good fortune. So remember that this little bit of pain is going to help you get through and make you a better person in the long run, and solidify who you are even more so. And because you're beautiful, Leo, don't ever forget that.
And remember, it has a lot to do with the perspective you have on the situation too.
Right.
So if you change your attitude, you can change the outcome.
Right. Don't run away. Don't run away from it, Leo. All right. That being said, I don't know if we'll get as many likes this time, but it's hard. That's what Lucy and I do. We want to be honest with you guys. We want you to realize, what's coming up. And again, this is not just how your life is, this is to warn you, to let you know the things that are coming up. Yeah. So keep that in mind.
This is advice, suggestion.
So walk in peace, light, and love, Leo. We're going to be thinking about you. And if you guys, leave us comments, let us know how it resonates. Yeah. And we'll be talking to you soon.
Bye-bye.